Okay, on today's agenda, I mean, pretty much get a big fucking back and arms. Do I really need to say much more than that? I don't think so. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Yeah. So, well, actually, no, it's not the same old, same old. Normally, like the past month, I've been starting with lat pull downs again, and obviously, this is not the lat pull down. So, a little bit different, but I'm gonna do a few different things today. I'm gonna do quite a bit of unilateral work, at least for my back movements. Um, Probably the first couple back exercises. So that's gonna be, I don't know. I just feel like it's been a while since I've done that, so it's a good time to throw them back in today. So just kind of make sure I'm getting an even distribution in the workload with each lat specifically. Um, and again, I feel like if you have really good mind muscle connection, unilateral stuff is not something you really need to do a lot of, but maybe just sprinkle it in here and there just to kind of make sure you're getting even distribution. The only time you need to do a lot of unilateral work, in my opinion, is whenever you have a clear imbalance of either strength per side or just muscle size in general. That's when you need to do it more frequently, pretty much, pretty much every week. Until you start to bring that balance, get it back to even. So I've already warmed up per se. 6 plates aside. It's been, like I said, a little over a month since I've done this exercise unilateral this heavy. So it might kind of hit me and it might be a little more difficult than, if I consistently did this. Um, that kind of hit me out of nowhere, but we'll see. I'm just going to go into the set pretty much. I won't say I go to failure like always, but within 1 rep probably. At the most within 2 reps. But yeah, I'm just gonna shut my trap and we'll do the first set, and then I might kind of explain why I'll switch things up a little bit, and then I might not. I might just explain it as I go with each new exercise. So, but yeah, let's do this first one. Um, and then we'll go from there. I don't really need anything else. I feel like I'm just procrastinating at this point. Okay. Uh, uh, oh, yeah, that's good for getting a big back. So like, obviously, I'm going pretty heavy here, but I don't know, man. I like to reach that, and it's a very fine line, so it can be difficult to judge this if you're not very experienced with lifting. But I like to hit that point of getting really heavy weight, but it's something that's heavy, but you can control it pretty good for at least 8 reps. That's kind of where I'm like. That's kind of my sweet spot at the moment, and it's been my sweet spot for I don't know the past couple months. It's really what I've been trying to work to. So obviously this was heavy, but what I do like 14 or 15. Honestly, I could go a little heavier, but the machine is limiting me. I can't add any more weight, so I'm kind of screwed there. But anyways, let's do the other one. Okay, those last couple were, I feel like I don't need to say it. They're obviously cheat reps. That's the only thing I don't like about unilateral is that when you do the first side and you're using so much energy, a lot of the times by the time you get to the other side, you're kind of fatigued pretty good, and it can definitely affect the set. So one side you might not be getting as much strength because you started with the opposite side. I don't know. It's a never-ending cycle of just trying to figure out the best way to do things. And honestly, my philosophy is, well, literally treat it like cycles. Do something that works, and if it keeps working and it feels like you're not getting stale or losing or kind of hitting a plateau, if it works for 4 months straight, do it for 4 months straight. And if you start hitting that plateau, switch things up. And if it only works for a month and you already hit a plateau, switch it up sooner. Just kind of play it by ear, really. Anyways, oh, let's just do 2 more because this was, again, I haven't done this starting out my back workouts in over a month. So one set in and my lats are already, they're burning already pretty good. So let's just do 2 more, probably with a drop set, maybe a bilateral drop set, and then we'll go from there. Dude, I am a huge music lover. I love music. And Breaking Benjamin just released, I don't know if they just released it, or if it's been out for like a week or something, but they just released, I don't know if again, I don't even know if it's an album or just a single, but the one song that I'm listening to, pretty freaking good. Bringing back the old 2005 vibes for me. I used to listen to this kind of music all the time. And Breaking Benjamin was like a big one, pretty popular back. I mean, I don't know exactly what time, like 2005, 2010, whatever years it were, or whatever years it was. But yeah, they were pretty big, and this is like bringing back those old vibes for me. It's pretty cool. Okay. Up. Up. Whew. Now we're fucking getting somewhere. Okay, one more like that with a nice little bilateral drop set. I think we'll be good to move on to something else. Oh. Ah. Okay, let me go down to something actually what's probably going to be pretty light. I want this drop set to be very easy to control and slow it down and just really feel it in my back more than anything else. I don't want to use momentum for pretty much any of this drop set, except for like maybe the last 3 or 4 reps or whatever. Ah. Okay. Whew, that felt fucking horrible in the best way. It doesn't get much better than that. Damn. Good drop set. Let's move on. Okay, we are back to the good old machine preacher curls. I lasted all just 1 week. 1 week hiatus from preacher curl machine. Yeah, and we're back. It's like that toxic, relationship when a guy just keeps going back to the girl that yells at him and goes through his phone and accuses him of all this bad shit. You know what I mean? But then he always goes crawling right back. Well, That's me in the preacher curl machine. It's not even toxic. This is just a good relationship. I freaking love this for biceps. I always get the question, you know, how do you get your arms so big? Well, one, genetics. I hate that simple answer, but genetics plays a big part of it. Some people genetically are just going to be, they're just going to have that big barrel chest, and other people genetically going to have big arms. And then look at Tom Platz. Genetically, his legs were freaking nuts. But if you be objective and be honest, his upper body didn't quite measure up to his legs, in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, he's still fucking fantastic, but you know what I'm saying? It's just genetics. But then, other than that, I would say any kind of curl where your elbows are fixed like this. My elbows are sitting on a pad and they can't move back or up. And all that pressure and all that mechanical tension is on my biceps. And any kind of curl like that, where there's machine preacher curl or the free weight, those are my go-to for biceps all the time. They work great. Um, I love them. And then I also do the static arm curls, which some of you may not have seen me do them, but those are like my two go-to. So just a few little exercises there if you want to try them. And I'm sure everybody's tried a preacher curl. But I do these religiously, and it's because they work great. Anyways, let's same weight. I got the machine maxed out, and see how many I can get. Ooh, ooh, up. That was good. Okay, so I've been waiting to do this for a long time, but I say this is maxed out. Actually, I haven't been doing it fully maxed out because you can turn this knob here and add an extra 15 pounds of resistance. So I'm gonna do that. Like I said, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting patiently until the time felt right, and for whatever reason, the time just feels right today. Like I slowed that down. You guys know every time I've been doing this on the first initial set, I go a little faster, and I've been trying to hit PRs on it, and I'm up to like 18 reps or something crazy. Well, on this one, I was still going fast. Don't get me wrong, but I slowed it down just a little more, and I still think I hit a PR. If not, I was very close, and maybe I mashed it. I don't know. But considering that, it just feels right, man. I don't know if you can see it. I turned that up to 15. This is fully maxed out, and I'll do 2 or 3 more sets. This might be all I do for biceps today. Last week I did the static arm curls with another bicep exercise, but today I might just do 4 or 5 good sets here, and we'll finish with a bunch of back. Never say never. I don't know yet, but right now that sounds good. I, honestly, I'm thinking just one more like that. At least one more this heavy, and then I might go down and wait, do a couple more, a little higher reps. Because I think one more this heavy, I might be around 8, 9 reps. And then once I start to go beyond that, if I stayed this heavy, not that it would be negative returns, I feel like my form would just really start to be compromised just to get a decent amount of reps, or I'd really start speeding them up. I don't want to do that. So let's do one more heavy, and then I'll lighten the weight a little bit, and do a couple more. Mm. That's all I can say after that set. Hmm, what a set. See, that got to the point. It was starting to get so heavy at the end. Like in a way, you're using more than just your biceps. Like I was starting to lean back and whatever other muscles I might be using, I'm guaranteed using them. So yeah, it's cool to lift that heavy for a set or two, which I did two here like that. But at a certain point, if you're just trying to bodybuild, you actually have to make sure you're isolating whatever muscle you're trying to isolate. So again, I went so heavy here. It's like, am I really isolating my biceps as much as I can? Probably not. So that's why two sets like that. That's it. Let's go back down to. Uh, I'll go to like 110. I'll try to do a couple more, and try to isolate the biceps a little bit better, and then we'll move on. One more. Ooh. Oh my god. That was only like a minute rest between there, and it felt fucking awesome. I think biceps are done, dude. I'm not gonna do any more for that. That was 5 sets, so that's plenty for me. So let's fucking grind out a bunch more back. We'll keep this train rolling. Okay, we are gonna do some unilateral. What weight should I do here? Let me start off a little light, and if I need to go up, I'll go up as I do more sets. But yeah, we're gonna do some unilateral lat pull downs. I just feel like not only do I feel, but I go back and watch my bilateral lat pull downs, and it just looks like a lot of the times, and I don't even know it while I'm doing it, but it looks like I'm pulling a little more with my right side, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to try to get some good balance today. We'll do like 3 sets here, unilateral, and try to make sure each lat is getting an even distribution of work. So that's the whole ideal here. So other than that, there's really no other reason. So let's just like I said, probably 3 sets. All right, first of all, it's too light, so I'm definitely gonna go up on the next one. I think I need to raise that too. All right, let's try that. Oh, oh, no. Ah, ooh. Ah, ooh. No. Come on, man. Oh. Dude, sometimes I forget how good a unilateral set of really any body part, how well it works. Um, it's just a lot of times it's set up and just in general, the exercise, doing one side each separately, it just takes longer. So if you're on a time crunch, obviously you're better off just doing bilateral. But man, if you have time, like definitely throw in some unilateral work. Again, it doesn't have to be all the time, but just sprinkle it in here and there for a nice change, and you won't regret it. You will not regret it. Let's do one more though. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's do a little drop set here. I think I'm gonna do obviously one side each. Then I might rest like 15 or 20 seconds. I'm gonna throw the rope on here and do a drop set bilaterally with the rope, and just do it however many I can. But it sounds good, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it's a good set whenever you're done. You just kind of curl up in a ball because everything hurts. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna do one more back exercise. What that's gonna be, I don't know. But yeah, let's do one more, and we might call it a day, man. I'm already feeling a great burn, so I don't want to kind of overstay my welcome, if you will. So yeah, let's just do one more back exercise. Honestly, I might just stay here, try to make this pretty quick, and do those lying cable rows, chest supported cable rows. Let me be specific here. Yeah, I might just stay right here and do that. Go pretty quick because this weight is not nearly heavy enough. But let's do that. Let's go ahead and just stay right here. Is my camera straight? No, it is not at all. Ah, good enough. So yeah, on this first set that I did here, I had this way too steep, and I felt it immediately. But I was already in the set, and I was in position, and I was like, you know what? I'll just tough this one out, and then I'll fix it on the next two. Probably shouldn't think like that. Like the gains are the most important thing. So, but honestly, it still worked great. It still worked great. So, if nothing else, I'm getting a little more variety. Different angles here. Anyways, let's do the next one. Up. Up. Uh, all right. Let's do one more. I'm trying to go a little faster here because again, this just isn't very heavy. So let's do one more. I'll only like a minute rest, and that might be it, man. That might be it. Still tough to say. I always kind of go back and want to do a little more, but I'm thinking that might be it. Ooh. Ah. Okay, that's it. That is it. We're done. Time to pose. All right, God damn it. I just can't help myself. We're going to finish with a couple sets of pull ups here. I just can't help myself. I feel like, yes, what I've done, my back has gotten an awesome workout, but I feel like I can do just a little bit more. Nothing crazy heavy, just body weight stuff here, obviously. But yeah, I feel like I could do a couple more sets. So that's what we're going to do. Let's do a couple sets of body weight pull ups. It'll be slow and controlled, nice and easy, and then we'll pose. Okay, if you don't have an assisted pull-up machine, this right here is a good way to give you some assisted pull-ups. You just, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You put your foot on it, give yourself as much leg assistance as you need. The closer the chair or stool, whatever you use, the closer it is to you, the more help you're going to get, the easier the pull-up is. The farther away, the harder it's going to be. And yeah, it's just a nice little, I don't need it, but to kind of go beyond failure and extend the set. You know, obviously I did as many as I could, just freely, and then threw my foot up there and then kept it going. We're done though. Let's pose. All right, we got a little bit of a different spot here. I don't always like the lighting over here, I'm not gonna lie. That's why you guys see me pose at the same spot almost every day. That's just the best lighting in this gym. It is. But you know, just to kind of keep things a little bit more on the variety side, I'll pose over here, even though the lighting isn't my favorite. That's not what it's always about, though. You know, you need to be able to accept how you look, no matter the lighting. And I kind of sound preachy and all touchy feely right now, but it's kind of true. So let's do some right here. I'll do a few with the shirt on, just because, and then I'll lose it, and we'll do some more. Okay, another. My back and bicep days have really improved and come a long way since I kind of quit worrying about how much I'm lifting all the time. Yeah, I like to go heavy as much as I can, but if that's only 2 sets of a workout, it's only 2 sets, you know? So, and then everything after that, just kind of focus on the reps and make sure I'm contracting my back or whatever body part I'm working. Make sure I'm contracting it to max capacity. You know what I mean? And ever since I've kind of shifted my focus to that, it's been a night and day difference, way better. But I think we're done. We're done. So let's fucking get out of here.